Would you stop acting like it's dollar day at Macy's?
What is it? Is it a promotion list?
No, it's nothing that exciting. I'm afraid you're going to have to settle for just a simple, plain, ordinary, run-of-the-mill psychological test. It's coming up in 3 weeks.
Haven't us waves got it tough enough without them throwing some seagoing brain picker at us?
Not you, Botnick. It's just the girls. The Navy Department wants to see how their morale is holding up under the stresses and strains of a combat area.
They gotta be kidding. The only combat we ever have is fighting off all those big, strong, wonderful men.
Oh, McGuire, I've got a job for our electronics expert. Commander Adrian's hi-fi set is acting up again.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Wait a minute, Molly. You got a problem?
Affirmative, Lieutenant. Same problem I've had for weeks. Herman.
No letter again, huh?
He hasn't written in 4 months. Today's sort of our anniversary. We met a year ago, just before the Army sent him to Alaska.
Well, I think Herman's a real fink for letting you down on a special day like this.
He's probably fallen in love with some beautiful Eskimo girl.
That'd be the day. The way those igloo babes bundle up in all those furs, how do you tell they're beautiful?
Yeah, how can you even tell they're girls?
Molly, don't be silly.
Thanks for trying, kids. But I just gotta face it. Herman doesn't love me anymore.
You have to do something about that Herman, or I'm going to be short on waves.
If there's one thing, I will let you... McGuire? McGuire! What have you done, girl? My priceless recorder. This is an electronic shambles.
I was just trying to make a little adjustment, sir.
You were trying to make... Don't you realize there is a war on? I had to get most of this equipment through by diplomatic courier. Look what she's done to my woofer. Look what she's done to my tweeter.
Do I have to, sir?
I fixed the trouble, sir. I can reassemble it in a jiffy.
All right, then. All right. Reassemble, reassemble. Tomorrow night, the Australian Symphony is broadcasting from Brisbane. And I am going to cut 4 sides to add to my priceless collection of classical recorded music, the finest in the South Pacific.
He also has a few short hair items like Glenn Miller and Woody Herman.
Herman, sir? Did you say Herman?
What's the matter with Herman? I am not a musical snob. In my quieter moments, I rather like Herman.
What's the matter, McGuire? What's with you and Woody?
Oh, it's not Woody Herman, sir. It's my Herman. He hasn't written in months, and Sir, request permission to go someplace and cry a lot.
She has got an emotional problem, hasn't she? Hasn't heard from her sweetheart in months. Well, she must be under a terrible strain, particularly with the psychological test coming up, eh?
I hate to shoot you down off that rosy cloud, sir, but that test isn't for 3 weeks. I'm sure Lieutenant Morgan will have McGuire back in the beam by then.
You're right, Trotter. That would be ample time if she had the full 3 weeks.
If, sir?
I'll move the test up. You know, Trotter, this is getting to be a real fun war.
7 cases hydraulic fluid. Check.
Check.
5 cases brake lining. Check. McGuire, bring that crate over here so we can load this stuff.
silly, my dear. How could you possibly be hurt by falling 15 feet in a packing case?
It was all my fault, sir. I wish I was dead.
Oh, that poor child. I hate to see her so upset by a simple little accident.
He must have landed on his head.
Are you sure you're all right, sir?
Now, Lieutenant, I want you just to imagine that this little incident didn't take place. I'm sure it wouldn't have if your entire crew wasn't so mentally disturbed by the news.
News, sir?
Oh, didn't Trotter tell you? Oh, yes, the psychological tests have been moved up a little to tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yes, you know, the day after today. Oh, and, Lieutenant, be sure and tell that dear child, McGuire, not to be distressed by our little accident. I like to run a happy ship.
Gee, he's a pretty sweet fellow after all. I sure thought he was going to lower the boom on Molly.
He has lowered the boom on Molly. Some way he's found out about Herman, and he's deliberately moved up those tests.
Fink. Now she'll flunk and get shipped out.
And that's only the beginning. Now you'll find a way to give the rest of us waves a deep six.
Well, that's our fearless leader. We've got to think of some way to get her out of this fast. Now, all hands, put your heads together and think. Think!
I got it. Herman won't write, so why don't we do it for him? We knock out something real gushy, see? Slip it to her at mail call and zoom. She's on cloud 9.
Nice try, Kowalski, but it won't work. She knows his handwriting.
He's right. So why don't we do it the easy way? Why don't we have Herman telephone her long distance from Alaska?
Oh, don't be silly, Skipper. We don't have any long-distance phones around here.
But we do have a base radio, right? Now, all we need is a little cooperation from the man on duty. And guess who has the first watch tonight? D'Angelo.
Nicky? Roberta's little playmate. That'll be a cinch. You're his favorite sport.
Oh, no, Selma. Nicky always told me his favorite sport was wrestling.
So? Don't worry about it, Lovey. Just try and convince him in your own sweet way.
No. No, I won't do it. I can't. It's against the regulations.
Nicky, honey, laws were made to be broken. I mean, every time I used to step out on the runway, I used to break a whole bunch of laws.
Oh, but baby, Oy.
Nicky, we gotta do something to snap Molly out of it.
Yeah, but who's going to snap me out of it? I mean, no. It's no use. You can't talk me into it. Roberta, it wouldn't work. We'd never get away with it.
How do you know until you try?
Oh, I'm trying. I'm trying to stay out of the brig. Honey, I got responsibilities. I'm a career man in the Navy. I got my future to think of. They'll court-martial me. They'll ship me home in disgrace. I'll do it. Why was I born so earthy?
Why all the fuss, sir? You've recorded the Australian Symphony before.
Trotter, tonight is a musical first. Sir Thomas Bisbee is conducting Edelman's contemporary scherzo for oboe and strings.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, an oboe is an ill woodwind that no one blows good.
Lieutenant, musically, you will always be a seaman second class.
Gee, Nicky, I'm so grateful. I don't know how to thank you.
That's okay, kid. I know how it is. L'amour, toujours, l'amour. Polar Bear 1 from Ranikai. We have your party. Go ahead, please. Here, talk fast.
Hello, Herman. This is Molly.
What's that, Molly? I can't hear you through all this wind and static. And wolves.
Wolves? Oh, Herman.
It's all right, honey. I'm armed.
Gee, Herman, your voice. You sound so, well, so different.
I've got a bad cold.
Gesundheit.
Anyway, Molly, honey, the reason
on calling to tell you why I haven't ridden. You see, I'm on maneuvers. I've been out on this iceberg for nearly 4 months.
Oh, Herman, I've missed you so. Please write soon, will you?
Sure good to hear your voice after listening to those seals all day.
What the devil is that?
I don't know. Sounds like old Frisbee swallowed the oboe.
I've got to go now, Herman. Take care of yourself. And I want you to know I forgive you for not riding, now that I know why.
I'm glad, Molly, darling, and remember, I'm crazy about you. Here's something to remember me by.
Oh, Herman.
Sorry, Polar Bear, that's all. This is D'Angelo on Ranikai. Over and out.
All right, no time for curtain calls. Molly's going to be back in a minute. We got to get these props put away. You know, Botnick, you better check that walkie-talkie. You may have burned out a tube. That was a pretty hot kiss to come all the way from Alaska.
An iceberg at that.
Hear that? That Lieutenant Morgan hasn't got a shred of decency. Trotter deluding that poor, innocent girl. That's tragic.
Oh, it certainly is, sir. Now she'll pass that psychological test tomorrow with flying ink blots.
Good night, Trotter. Sleep warm.
Sorry, Polar Bear, that's all. Sorry, Polar Bear, that's all. Sorry.
Oh, McGuire, I am so sorry to disturb you, particularly with those tests coming up today. But my recording unit is still giving me just a bit of difficulty.
Oh, well, never fear when McGuire is here, I always say.
I think you'll find the trouble is in the turntable. It seems to be off a few RPMs.
Oh, I'll check it out, sir. Mind if I use one of your records?
Not at all, my dear. Feel free, feel free.
I've got to go now, Herman. Take care of yourself. And I want you to know I forgive you for not riding.
I'm crazy about you.
You know, Botnick, you better check that walkie-talkie. You may have burned out a tube. That was a pretty hot kiss to come all the way from Alaska.
I was in an iceberg at that.
Sorry, Polar Bear, that's all. Sorry. Sorry, Polar Bear, that's all. 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 Sorry, Polar Bear, that's all.
You double-crossers! I just came to tell you I know all about that phony phone call. How you got Marion to pretend he was Herman. And I think you're all mean stinkers. Officers included, ma'am!
Molly! We only did it for you!
Yeah, so you can pass the test.
Well, that rips it. She's right back where she started.
Yeah, now she'll never pass that psychopathical test.
What are we going to do, Skipper?
I think Adrian's already done it. I don't know how, but I'll bet my last lipstick he's the one that scuttled us.
Hey, Lieutenant, have I got a big surprise for Molly?
Forget it. She's had her surprise for today.
Not like this one. Look, 4 months back mail.
Hey! Look! SWA. Sealed with a kiss. And it's from Herman.
They all are. He must have kept his promise and written every day like he said.
This is like manna from heaven. You know, these letters could pull Molly through after all. Molly.
Where is she?
Battle stations, girls. Operation Find McGuire is underway. You tried the motor pool. You tried the PX. Look everywhere, but find her quick.
Hey, what was that all about?
Well, it's just a little experiment, Botnick, to prove that the pen is mightier than the walkie-talkie. Wave Barracks, Lieutenant Morgan speaking.
Oh, Commander Adrian here. You will be interested to know that the fleet psychologist has just arrived. So I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed with the tests immediately.
This is so sudden.
I'm not proposing to you, Lieutenant. I am ordering you to have your waves report to Lieutenant Marshall at the base hospital immediately. Oh, and Lieutenant, that means all. Repeat, all. Bye now.
Botnick, find the girls. Tell them to report to the hospital right away.
But what if they can't find Molly?
Well, I'll just have to think of something to cover until she gets there. One way or the other, McGuire's going to be there. What am I saying? Machinist Mate McGuire reporting, sir.
Oh, yes, Miss McGuire. Very good. Yes, sit down, Miss McGuire. Yes, right there. I'm Dr. Lieutenant Marshall. Yes. Let's sit right down now. Now, let's see. Where I put your schedule, Cat. Oh, good, yes. Now, we'll begin with a brief experiment to determine the relative effect of current environmental conditions on the degree of your concentration and coordination. You follow me?
Affirmative, sir. In the Navy, we never put square pegs in round holes.
Good, that's very good. Yes, you seem to have grasped the germ of the idea already. Fine. Carry on. Yes, now, the other girls. Yes, now, Gerda Love, assigned to room B. That's next door. And Selma Kowalski, room C. That's sweet. Now, you just carry on while I brief the other girls. Yes.
Sir?
Oh, excuse me.
Don't you think we can finish with my test first before you go to the other girls?
Oh, no. Negative. No. You see, Commander Adrian specifically said that you were all to take these tests simultaneously. And if anyone failed to report, I was to call him immediately. No, we can't have to wear my glasses. I'm never around. Oh, well. Now, you just carry right on, Mr. McGuire, while I go and brief Miss Love and Miss Kowalski. I just can't bring myself to address you girls as seamen. Right. Love, Roberta?
But doesn't everybody? After all, I have adoring fans everywhere.
Oh, yeah, well, your records do indicate that you're, an exotic dancer.
That's right, Doctor. They used to call me the Pavlova of the runway.
Yeah, well, I see. You certainly don't seem to have any coordination problems. I mean, everything seems to be moving together. Oh, well, excuse me, I have to get Miss Kowalski started. Kowalski, Selma?
That's me, Doc. The gal behind the guy behind the gun. In other words, where there's a man, there's me.
Oh, I must say, for a moment, you frightened me. Well, let's get on with the test, shall we? You see the blocks on the desk?
Just barely.
Square holes, square pegs, etc., etc.
Those girls anyway.
She's on the motor pool. She's down in the supply shed.
Okay, come on, get in. We'll cover the island. The skipper's stalling for time, but we can't expect her to hang on forever.
Well, how are we doing with the Rorschach test, Miss McGuire?
Gosh, it's getting awfully monotonous, sir. I mean, you've seen one block, you've seen them all.
shack shaping up, Miss Love?
Oh, I'm getting a big charge out of these crazy 8 plots, Dr. Marshall, honey. They're the wildest.
Well, yeah. Oh. Well, Mr. Walkie, it's Rorschach time. What do you think of the ink spots?
Frankly, Doc, I prefer the Mills Brothers.
Who's got time to talk? Here, read these on the way to the test. And have a few more.
Ah, there you are, Marshall. Well, I suppose by this time you have shot down the entire petticoat navy with your psychological broadside, eh? Oh, I certainly am going to miss those girls.
On the contrary, Commander, on the contrary. No,
What?
Oh, no, your waves have just simply raced through that blockboard test. And their reaction to the Rorschach. Whoa, say, they're amazing, those girls.
McGuire, too.
Oh, affirmative, yes. Oh, indeed. And right now they're just buzzing along on their TNF. It's true or false.
Great shades of Freud. They're all Lieutenant Morgan. Oh, boy, wait till the Pentagon hears about this. I need witnesses. I've got to have some witnesses.
Come on, girls, come on. Here, on the double.
This is it, Trotter. The grand finale. The living end for Lieutenant Morgan and the whole wave invasion.
Sir, are you sure of what you saw?
Follow me, men. Well, Lieutenant, at last I distinctly,
Excuse me, Commander. I was just about ready to turn in my test.
Hi, Commander. I want to check my true and false.
Where is Lieutenant Morgan?
You called, sir?
I distinctly saw. I'm positive that...
Now, Commander, there's no need to get upset.
Upset? Who's upset? I am not upset. I simply saw what I think. I think what I saw. I know. Didn't I?
I hope we haven't lost our gallant leader.
Certainly not. You see, hallucinations are obvious signs of combat fatigue. But we can cope. Now, shall we cope right over here, Commander? Oh, yes.
This is getting to be a lousy war. I think.
Would you stop acting like it's Dollar Day at Macy's?
What is it today?
No, it's nothing that exciting. I'm afraid you're going to have to settle for just a simple, plain, ordinary, run-of-the-mill psychological test. It's coming up in 3 weeks.
Haven't us waves got it tough enough without them throwing some seagoing brain picker at us?
Not you, Botnick. It's just the girls. The Navy Department wants to see how their morale is holding up under the stresses and strains of a combat area.
They gotta be kidding. The only combat we ever have is fighting off all those big, strong, wonderful men.
Oh, McGuire, I've got a job for our electronics expert. Commander Adrian's hi-fi set is acting up again.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Wait a minute, Molly. You got a problem?
Affirmative, Lieutenant. Same problem I've had for weeks. Herman.
No letter again, huh?
He hasn't written in 4 months. Today's sort of our anniversary. We met a year ago, just before the Army sent him to Alaska.
Well, I think Herman's a real fink for letting you down on a special day like this.
He's probably fallen in love with some beautiful Eskimo girl.
That'd be the day. The way those igloo babies bundle up in all those furs, how do you tell they're beautiful?
Yeah, how can you even tell they're girls?
Molly, don't be silly.
Thanks for trying, kids. But I just gotta face it. Herman doesn't love me anymore.
I'm gonna have to do something about that Herman, or I'm gonna be short on waves.